Both sound old. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look, see, we've got our defensive duo in the house of Casemiro and Harry Maguire, aka Andy Tate and Amonde J. Juma. Guys, Man United agenda, you know how we do on there. We've got Andy Tate in there, which means that there is probably been a little bit of controversy over the weekend, but guess what? We've got him to give his point of view. This is the Man United agenda.
Good evening again, everybody. This is Andy Tate. This is the Manchester United agenda. Tonight we're talking controversy, Southampton, VAR, and with me tonight are my two VAR officials who are more independent and are not playing computer games when VAR's on with a little sun in their jogs. Is Mr. B. How are you, sir?
I'm good as always, Andy, man. I'm good as always, man.
And Mr. Armando, how are you, sir?
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. Had a hard day's work, slog in, and it's nice to come home and chill with you boys. Let's get this on. Can't wait.
Right, so guys, we're talking about the controversy of yesterday. And Manchester United were Anthony Taylor, he's called.
Oh,
he had a shocker. Anthony Taylor is a Premier League referee who had a shocker yesterday, and he's got previous with Manchester United. We'll go back into the previous in a few moments. But yesterday, he sent off Casemiro due to a VAR controversy situation. He was dictated by the VAR official, Andre Mariner, who also has previous, but we'll get into that later. The debate over Casemiro's red card, was it intentional? Did he mean it? He didn't mean it. He didn't set out to hurt the player. I've seen people on Sky coming today. Dermot Gallagher, he set out to hurt him. He didn't set out to hurt anybody. And it's just absolutely wall-to-wall controversy with VAR this season. If you send off somebody on a still shot, you should play the whole video. It looks nastier in slow motion, but he was playing off a still shot. Yet the same VAR official was officiating Chelsea v Leicester on Saturday, and a Leicester City player went through on the Chelsea lad right down his ankle, and that was a leg breaker. And what did VAR give? Oh, I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't see that. I'm playing Super Mario Brothers. I didn't see that. Oh, what was that? Didn't see it. So the poor lad really got hurt, and it could have been an ankle breaker. It could have affected Chelsea's momentum for the rest of the season. But luckily, fortunately, he's not hurt. But Anthony Taylor and Andre Mariner have previous with Manchester United. But yesterday, the debate over the red card is going on. Everybody's raging. I couldn't go in on him full blown because I would have to be censored by YouTube. So I had to keep it toned down. So if you sack Gary Lineker, you can sack officials. Because a few weeks ago, Arsenal made a complaint about a referee. I was at VAR against Brentford, and the official was removed from the VAR control room, and he was demoted to championship duties. There comes a point now where referees need to be held accountable for decisions in any Premier League match. Any Premier League match, it's just not on. You are dealing with consequences and repercussions that affect people's careers. You could have lawsuits on your hands. Say the Chelsea lad ended up having a leg break. Unreal. Chelsea could have grounds for lawsuits against the Premier League and VAR for not taking any action whatsoever. Previously, as well, with this dynamic duo of Anthony Taylor who is also from Wythenshawe in Manchester, mate.
All right.
Typical. Andre Mariner, previously this season as well, a Jadon Sancho penalty was not awarded against Newcastle United in a 0-0 score. A Nick Pope controversial goal kick. Ronaldo took the ball off him, put it in the net. He never whistled. He whistled and said, you can play on. And then Ronaldo scored. We thought we scored. And then he disallows it. Go back to the last season as well. Now, this is an X-file and a half. And I'm sure Mr. B has got the picture waiting. Andre Mariner and Anthony Taylor, FA Cup 4th round. And that leads to a Middlesbrough equaliser in the FA Cup. And it was clear as day. I mean, we were playing Sonic the Hedgehog at the time as well. That's it. Sega picking up his gold rings and picking it up. And he don't pick on that. And we go out of the FA Cup on penalties. That's controversial. Even Piers Morgan, who's a total idiot, even tweeted, that is clear as day. Last season, I even remember the tweet he sent out. So all I'm just asking is for consistency. Fabinho against Brighton in the FA Cup, right down the lad's ankle, 18 years old. He left the ground on crutches in the FA Cup. And did VAR intervene? No. VAR did not intervene. And Fabinho knew he did wrong. He was absolutely kicking himself. Garnacho left the ground on crutches as well. This may sound like a rant, but I'm stating every player of every team that gets injured and nothing is done, then something is done, is not on.
Even Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll on Ericsson.
Yeah,
Even Andy Carroll on Ericsson.
Even Andy Carroll and Ericsson, clear as day, absolute farce of a decision. What's the point in VAR? The technology's there, but the inconsistency of these halfway incompetent VAR officials and referees, you need a crash course in how to be a referee. And I'm sick to the back teeth for refereeing now. It's VAR is taking out the enjoyment and the drama out of the game. And it's just not all right. I don't disagree. Let's say it could have been a sending off, it couldn't have been. But I am sick to the back teeth for referees. And if you can say you can sack Gary Lineker, you can make an example of a referee. Stop protecting him and sack him. I don't want him refereeing a Man United game again. And if you go back to this season as well, Aston Villa had a free kick. He pushed it back an extra 5 yards and Villa scored when there was no need. And Man United complained about it. So United are going to take the Casemiro punishment on the chin. But I think a referee needs to be made an example of. And Anthony Taylor and his partner in crime, Andre Sonic, the fucking Hedgehog Mariner, needs to be removed from the Premiership list. What do you guys think?
That wasn't the only big decision in the game, though. To be fair, the handball. This is the one that really completely threw me. I didn't see the game live, so I only saw it on the rerun. But I couldn't understand how it wasn't given. The decision wasn't given as handball.
I know. It's absolutely scandalous. I've seen pictures on TikTok. I've seen videos on TikTok of people. That's the beauty. People can see it with their phones and they're sitting in the crowd. You know what I mean? It's there. It's clear as they've seen the videos, man. It's unreal. And it's just, I'm just sick. We could have lost yesterday. We could have won. But it was a really dogged performance, and we had to do with what we did, and we got a good, hard-fought draw out of it. I'm just proud of the players, and I'm proud of the way they handled it. Casemiro never had a red card in his life. Comes to the Premier League, same referee, the same VAR guy, sent him off against Crystal Palace, and this is, again, the same thing. So, Armando, what do you think of that decision on Sunday and the previous decisions? Have they got an agenda against Manchester United?
No, I don't think they do. Andy, I was looking forward to your rant. I heard you on Prep Haddock yesterday, and real passion. I think after the game, the emotions are running high. But I must say that was a diligent, well put together case you just dropped there. Because I would have said to you, well, where's the evidence? Everyone's talking about conspiracy, whatever. Where's the evidence? You've laid out previous games where these two guys, Lauren Hardy or whatever you want to call them, have been in charge or overseeing games, and there's been issues. But all we want is, I agree with you, and all we want is consistency. For me, it was a red card. Okay, what happened on Saturday? I've seen the incident on Saturday. What you referred to as well, that's a red card because you have to protect players. But most importantly, you have to protect referees out here. I don't look, we have a bad result, we're blaming the ref. I don't like that. I want us to play football, enjoy the game, and don't let the referee or decisions like that affect us or our decision. We should win games regardless. In my opinion, create more chances, finish your dinner, and do whatever. But I think we should get behind referees. There's not many; they're scarce right now. And Casper's in the comments right now. He's a referee in my Sunday league. He gets a lot of abuse. I had to drive him home the other day because one of my players was threatening to meet him in the car park and all that kind of thing. Sorry, Casper, I had to bring it up, but it's a serious issue. And
okay, so.
Yeah.
So
let me just clarify. A handball, it wasn't a handball for me. How are you supposed to land? I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to jump with your hands together, whatever. You're not supposed to use anything. It's not a handball for me. I think what you have to use is discretion sometimes. What I feel, some of these referees maybe haven't played the game at a good level or something, or they don't understand certain things. When you land in, you have to brace yourself sometimes. I've seen one where someone had to brace their fall and it hit their hands when the ball hit their hand while they were bracing their fall. I think, well, that can't be a handball, surely not. So I think we need to revise it so everybody's clear what the rules is. If you know what the rules are, then you can refer to them and bam, 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 this is the reason why, and that's it. I think with the VAR thing, that was to take out corruption from refereeing. I don't know if you guys remember, even like Leeds United against Bayern Munich in the early 70s when Leeds were top, they got robbed.
Bit before my time. Before my time. I have heard of it. Heard of it.
You know what I mean? But that's a blatant.
Proving the referee took a bung. But I don't care. It's United. Screw them.
Yeah, well, there you go. So that's what I mean. So it can be done. When it's just down to referee, their corruption was rife a lot of the time. When you go away before cameras, TV cameras, all that kind of thing, they would get away with murder. Now with the VAR, you expect consistency. And as Andy said, that's not what we're getting here. Because on a Saturday, someone can come through and crash your shins, no card or no red card. The Sunday, maybe they got a message from the FA or something to say, look, you missed out on this. Sunday happens again, and they decide, let's call this one. So that's not consistent either way. So it has to be, by the start of next season, they need to get this SHIT together because VAR's been going a while now, and we're still arguing about stupid decisions like this.
I can go back to 20 years ago, might have been early 2000s. It was a Barnsley match. I can't remember who it was, but a Barnsley player had his leg broken. Clear as day. His leg was broken. And he took the matter to a civil court and he sued the opponent for the tackle. Now, if anybody knows what game it was and who the individuals was, please let us know. But I do remember that went to court.
What was the outcome, Andy?
I think, obviously, I think it was a successful conviction. Like you say, he sued him. He didn't go to jail or anything. Because he must have sued him for loss of earnings. Okay. You've taken my career away and all that. But this is what referees are playing with fire now. I don't want to go in on him, but they must be held accountable. There must be, I say, if you don't want to talk to the camera, at least give a statement out and let the referees union put it out every game on the decisions instead of just sweeping it under the carpet, turning a blind eye. Because I'm all for everybody looking after each other. I'm all for that. But the referees need to be held accountable and come out with your decisions. Go back to school if you have to. Go back to school. Sorry, Glenn.
Andy, let me ask you something. So after the event now, do you think they could still be pulled up for it and say, look, you made a wrong decision there? Even though we went to VAR, should there be another stage where we could review it days afterwards and give a public decision to say, look, referee's been banned for a couple of weeks, or he's been sent to the Championship for a few weeks. I've heard that happening before because of poor performance.
It happened with Arsenal and Brentford, shouldn't it? So if Liverpool, if it's to be reviewed and scrutinised, keep it in house. Scrutinise the referee in house, then release a statement. Call them up. What do you think you're doing? This is like Manchester. This is the fourth time a decision has gone against United. This is the same duo, the same team. I've a referee and a VAR official in the control room who have seen completely different things. Completely. You go to Middlesbrough last season, out of the FA Cup. That's hugely controversial. Hugely controversial. Also, the Jadon Sancho debacle this season at Old Trafford and the Ronaldo one. And you've got the Aston Villa game. And you've also got yesterday as well. So I say I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Taylor does not manage another Man United game this season to let it all cool down. I say United are taking the punishment now. We're losing Casemiro. But something needs to be done. Something needs to be said. I'm not the one to say it. And neither are you. Neither are you, nice gents. But, Armando, something needs to be done.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the comments because they're going off in here right now. I'm not going to say hello to everyone. I'm just going to pick out a few. Emma's saying Andre Mariana was on VAR. Absolutely horrendous ref. Vincent Bullock is saying here that red card, that won't red carded, that corruption against United. Jealous of us, soon have new owners. Bill Baggio is saying here, take out Vector, you support United. Casemiro's foot bounced off the ball and caught the guy's leg. For me, it wasn't even a yellow. It was more accidental, no more. So there you go. We've got a bit of a decision. Emma again saying it should be the ref that consults the VAR team, not the VAR team telling the ref they have made the wrong decision. Unless it's in the box, VAR should be an extra eye, not the ref. Interesting, that one. Mick Ruby saying here, how you doing, Mick? Go and check out his channel. MEFC Realist. Jay, go back to the phone for Jan. Manchester Derby, that Rashford offside. VAR got media frenzy. Since then, we have been targeted. Michael Hill's in the house. Andy, if you said you had to be careful, what you said you said on YouTube, is this being careful? He's asking. Box is here saying Casemiro.
You don't know what I was going to say, mate. Davina, big brother, please don't say that word or bugger. That's what it would have been. And I couldn't because I would have gone viral again.
Box is saying Casemiro versus Palace.
You ever see Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon in that scene with the mobile phone cover? It would have been like that.
Casemiro versus Palace was laughable. It was like 10 men robbing the bank. They just put it all in one of the robbers. Casemiro should have sent them all off. Andy Long is saying here, protect the refs from abuse, fine, but don't protect them from their own incompetence. Good point. Rich Sports, go and check out his channel. Every night, every evening after 10 o'clock, he's saying it was a red. Big up to Casper, the referees in the house. He's saying big up on Monday. Good friend of mine. Vincent saying, I would have pill card all day if I am at the club. And a couple more before we finish. Oh, yeah, here we go. The referee says here, Casper is the ref. He says, there's no consistency on Monday because the law isn't precise. That's the honest truth. And I'm going to, Blackmore is in the house is saying, greetings, guys. I think it was defo red, but it wasn't an obvious mistake by the referee, is what I would say, you know. And I'll pick one more. Just say hi to Stuart Marshall, by the way, and also to Glenn. Glenn does our mugs here. Thank you, Glenn, so much. And he said, I think between you guys, you should have a swear box. Andy and Mr. B will be filling up every week. No doubt about that. Yeah,
Next time I'll go all Joe Pesci. Don't you worry about that before you get robbed. Believe me, before you get done this season on a decision, I will go full Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon. I promise.
Guys, look, we know there's going to be issues with Casemiro not playing. Off the top of my head, I can't even remember what games he's missing. Anybody tell me what games?
He's available for Thursday if he wants to play Thursday, which I'm sure he will. He will miss Fulham. He will miss FA Cup. He will miss Newcastle, Brentford, and Everton. There are the 4 games that he will not be available for. So basically, he will be back, I think, straight the next game after the Everton game, which could be a Europa League tie. So if we go through, so he'll be available for that.
So repeat that again for us, please. The Premiership games he's missing.
He will miss. He'll play Thursday in Europa League, obviously. He will miss Fulham FA Cup, Newcastle away, Brentford at home, and Everton at home. They're the 4 games he will miss.
Newcastle away sounds a bit. Oh, could be a tough game. They're in and around us.
Yeah, on Saturday, Nick Pope takes down the Wolves guy. Didn't get anything.
I didn't.
And
see
it was
it,
a red. It was a red all day. Maybe the gods. Maybe it was a bit of sympathy for Nick Pope after he brought down Mo Salah against Newcastle and he missed the Carabao Cup. A bit of a sympathetic view.
Even suggesting that says that they haven't got foundation or the balls to sort of hold the thing. Can I just say this? Like playing football at the weekend, we were 5-1 up or 6-1 up. Blatant handball, penalty. The referee didn't give it because we were winning the game, clearly. Because he thought, oh my God, I can't. This is what they do. So that's what I don't like about referees, gauging things. Just go by the rules. Even if you're 17-0 down or 7-0 down, we were the other day, and they give away a foul in the box, give the penalty. Don't feel sympathy for people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. That's the kind of thing. And I see that a lot in grassroots football.
Oh dear. What we're going to do with Casemiro, I think we'll be fine. This international break is coming at the right time. We will be fine.
For us, question. Anybody know when Eriksen's going to be back?
I've heard this. We're not far off, are we? We're halfway through. It is now March the 13th today, is it?
13th today, yeah.
So, end of April. I mean, I seen a picture of him in training gear the other week, so he might be like training or he's walking. That's a form of rehabilitation. That's a start. He's walking. I don't know about jogging, running, maybe kicking a ball up and down, keepy uppies, exercise that leg and the ankle. So it could be a month from now. It could be straight after. He could be back for an FA Cup semi-final. I'm going to put my money on that. An FA Cup semi-final if we get there.
What's the talk about Sabitzer? Because I haven't seen him for a few games. Anyone know the inside of what's going on with him?
Yeah, I think he'll be back. He's a good chance he could be back for the Fulham game.
He's injured. It's an injury.
No, he's injured. He could be back for the Fulham game or say Brentford. That's like say all the international breaks. All the guys need to throw sickies. Like we've all thrown sickies at work. So go to your respective bosses. I ain't playing. I got an earache, I got arse ache, I got backache. I've even got an ache in my bloody teeth. You know what I mean? I can't play. Just call in sickies.
So what have we got selection-wise for those 2 midfield guys? Because I noticed he played Bruno in that position. Are we like to see Bruno playing as a midfield pivot? 2 guys. Who have we got? We've got McTominay, we've got Fred.
We got McFred. McFred's coming back, man. Mr. B, Mr. B, the next episode. Mr. B, man.
Don't.
McFred is a strong possibility, but if Sabitzer,
I thought we were finished. I thought that whole. I thought that's.
It'd be okay.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
Or maybe,
but doesn't that give us a bit of stability? I mean, these guys have played together for a long time. But
they weren't good together though. On Monday.
In what way? I think McTominay, he shields defense well. He's big and physical. It's just
can't pass.
More talented players.
Oh, Monday, man, you're such an optimist. Fuck, we've seen this shit, bro. Come on, man. Don't you're just giving people chances.
You need a hero.
Together this shit. Together this shit.
Maybe subconsciously you need a hero, and McFred is them heroes, them crusaders who will guide us through them couple of games until the Avengers come back. This ain't Lauren Hardy, this is Batman and Robin just to steady the ship and guide us through them games.
My faith in them is done.
This ain't McFred from last season or them 2 games. Like I say, I thought Scott McTominay played well yesterday. I'll give him that.
Agreed, Andy,
yeah, he did.
Played well yesterday. I'll give him that. maybe Fred maybe could have come on and done a good job as well, but he came on very late. But look, every player's going to play a part. I keep saying this. There'll be ups and downs. Every player will get their chance.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I would even say maybe McTominay will even have a game on Sunday as well against Fulham.
Even though
definitely.
Really what about the youths? Because someone here, as Montreal was saying, he wants to see Manu in action, but no to Matt Fred. I mean, is it possibly that?
Why not? Why not? Look, Ten Hag will know what to do. He knows how to steady the ship, and he will make the right call.
Wow. He's going to play. He's going to go strong again. Ten Hag doesn't know what week is. He doesn't know what resting players is. Them players are going to feel like they've earned this season off. Boy, I tell you, they're going to earn their holiday because he's battering them. I love him to death.
This
and
is
I like
a mini
the fact
break.
That his consistency.
A mini break will come. I think that some of the internationals they'll go away. Look, if you go away to your respective countries, but you don't play, you're getting a bit of R&R, you're relaxing. Let's say Casemiro goes away, Bruno goes away. Just get a little bit of R&R, get a little bit of sun, a little bit of a recharge. These players need to go to the bosses. Look, I've been playing since the World Cup. I've been playing 3 games a week. What have you been doing? It's the World Cup. Nothing. I've been working 3 days a week, basically 4 months straight, and now I think I'm entitled to a week off. I sit near the pool and enjoy myself. So I ain't coming to international duty. And do you know what? I hope they do, and I hope Rashford tells England, "No, I'm going somewhere relaxing." Because he doesn't need the internationals. How
much games have they got? Internationals? Is it 2?
Yeah. There may be one. There may be one for somebody. I don't know. Any friendlies, or is there a qualifier in there? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm no idea. And the Europa League.
Euro 2024 next year, so there might be one friendly, 1 Euro qualifier, or it could be 2 Euro qualifiers. I don't know.
Well, there's the coronation of the king, isn't there, coming up? And I've noticed that I've got to put bank holidays off for that. Would that disrupt the Premiership?
The what? What did you say? The what?
Prince Charles.
When's that? May?
What is being crowned the king? Yes.
Is that May?
What is king in May? Yes.
Oh. I think it's in May and April. There's a couple of dates. I think I've noticed dates in my work.
It's May the 6th and 7th is the king's coronation. It's a public holiday. And I'm working.
Double bubble, hopefully. Double bubble. But they're asking here, a couple of questions here from the comments. They're saying, obviously they said about Manu, but there's an interesting one. They talk about Martinez, Big G. Would he be wise playing him as a number 6? And also they said about Lindelof. He's already played there once briefly this season. Is there any opportunity for these guys to come in? Would they be
over Scott and Fred? Do you think he would do that?
Maybe not to start, but like Lindelof played a couple of minutes in centre midfield.
Could you go with would you go with McTominay, Fred, and Sabitzer, and keep Bruno as the number 10? Could you do that?
Yeah. I would. I was thinking more than McTominay, Sabitzer, and have Fred coming on. I just trust these guys more. They're a bit more solid, in my opinion. I think they're a bit more solid than Fred. Fred's a bit wavy when he starts games in that.
And they're playing up against Paulinho on Saturday.
Oh wow, yeah.
On Sunday, and I'll be honest, he's been causing a chaos this season. I think he's absolutely bloody brilliant.
Yeah, he is. He's very good. I knew nothing about him prior to him coming to the Premiership, and for Portuguese guys, he snaps in, he reads everything. And doesn't really go to ground like our Casemiro, but I'm not. Yeah, enough about that. But yeah, I think the title says Casemiro will be missed. I agree, he will be missed. He's been a good player this year. It's just 4 games, damn, at this stage of the season. And does it raise a question mark about our finishing in the top 4? I don't know. Does it?
No.
I think I'm going to.
No. We got this, man. We got this. That's all I'm going to say. Just keep it calm, man. I know you love to do your SIFs controversial thing. You know what I mean? Fire electric out your fingers, mate. It ain't happening, mate. It ain't happening.
Evil laugh.
Top 4, yeah, that evil look, you know, that glint in your eye, you know what I mean? But no. We're 8 points clear. We're looking at, we've got a game in hand. People below us are not consistent enough. That's the key. They're not consistent enough. Newcastle, Tottenham, and even them cherry coke scousers. Liverpool, they got Arsenal, they got Chelsea, they got Man City all in the next few weeks. Believe me. They couldn't string a run of results together. They thought they were going to do it, but let's say the Cherry Coke gang beat them to it on Saturday. It's all about consistency, and we've still got the consistency going. We've had, wow, how many defeats? We've had 3 defeats in 34 games this season.
Not bad,
in the league. In the league. Like I say, we've had 6 defeats, but we've just had 7 defeats all season, like you say. And we're just so confident. Look, it's one of those days at the office. We'll be all right. I have no qualms about it. Everyone's crying. Oh, sacrifice Europa League, sacrifice FA Cup to get top 4. Dude, we've underachieved from where we was 12 months ago. Jesus, we finished on 7th, was it? 58 points. 7th, we're on 50 points now. We're 8 points off our total from last year.
I know, but that total loss, he was a bag of shit. I'm sure that was the lowest.
They were a bag of shit, but look how far we've come from that. Won a Carabao Cup. Our expectations were on the floor at the start of the season. 6 was our minimum, and maybe Europa League. But we are still navigating this star system of fixtures. And we'll go to there, we'll go to there, we'll go to there, and we'll land on Planet Trophy. Believe me.
Question, guys. Is there an issue? Because I didn't realise this, but our away form against top 6 pretty poor. Is there an issue with our away form going away from home?
Can I say something? What I think that is Ten Hag. He's got a style of play that he wants to play. Away from home, I guess, especially against the big boys, we have struggled, but I don't have a problem as long as we win the home game. As long as we've won the home game, Arsenal beat us home and away, fine. Liverpool gave us an absolute shellacking. So we beat Arsenal at home, right? So we're not losing to home. Come next season, that's where we close the gap again. Because the lower teams, I think we're going to steamroller quite a few of them to be, but they're going to be scared to be coming to Old Trafford. We've got that era of invincibility about Old Trafford again. I think once he gets the players who can play, because it's not that we've a couple of games we have been crap, but we've not, it's just the finishing part of other games. So I think that's something that he's going to learn. He'll probably look back on, because his style still isn't perfected yet. He's only been with us for 6-7 months. You know what I mean?
Your first thing is you make your home base a fortress. And Mr. B's right. If you beat everybody, if we beat everybody in the top 6 at home, and you could look next season, we could beat everybody at home in the top 6, lose the top 6 away, and beat the rest and be champions. You tell them thing. It depends how you perform. We're not going to get hammered at the top 6 again next season, like we did at Anfield. No. We might lose 1 or 2 games, 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. But it's how you perform at home. It's like, say, your fortress. Arsenal, I'll give credit where credit's due. Arsenal, they've drawn, was it 2, 1, lost 1, and won the rest at the Emirates. It's like, if they want to win the league now, they've got to do it on the road. Arsenal's got to do it on the road, mate. You got to go Anfield. You got to go to the Etihad. You got to go to Newcastle. Good luck, mate, because you'll need it. So it doesn't matter as long as your home form is brilliant. You'll be all right. You say on the road.
Just to add, so like when we play Liverpool, there's a lot of bit of criticism about Ten Hag that he did at 3-0 down. He could have changed the style. We're away from home, made it a bit more conservative. Is that an issue that maybe plays home and away the same way? Does he need to adapt? Is that the reason why we're not winning, beating the top six at home? Is he playing the same way home and away? I don't know. I'm just asking your observations, guys.
Yeah, I think he can find a way. He can definitely find a way because that's how Fergie started, didn't it? You win your own games and you find a way to win away in the top six. So yeah, definitely. This is learning because I think next season he will use the games where we've lost in the top six. He will use them batterings. Even if he gets a draw out of them both next season, he'll be quite content and satisfied. Quite content. So, Mr. B, I'm sorry for interrupting. You carry on.
No. I was just telling my son he needs to go to his bed.
I'm trying to tell my dogs to stop growling. I don't know if it's going off, but yeah, I don't know, man. I've gone from up there thinking we could beat anybody. That Liverpool game's really sort of twist my head up because I thought, yeah, we can manage any team tactically. We can, we're good in all areas of the pitch. We can manage anyone's attack, like we showed against Arsenal and everything. So that's really hurt I don't know. I'm just all over the place at the moment since that Liverpool result.
Can I say something about the Liverpool game? You still don't feel you still don't feel the fact that Bruno played most of the game on the left. We had the whole of that front four started in the positions that they don't normally started. I think he was trying. I'm not going to question Ten Hag, but I just feel like we started with the players in the wrong positions. That was all. I know we talk about rotation and mixing up, but that normally happens once the game sort of starts.
Yeah, I do agree because Rashford should have been up against Trent because there's so much space there to exploit. Everyone knows that. Everyone can see that. I do agree. But I think the more you analyse games, this is what we do. We've got our own shows now. We do podcasts and all kind of thing. We analyse in so much detail. Sometimes you can go too much analysis when really the bottom line is they spanked us in the second half and we just collapsed completely. I'm not saying, look, my head's not gone. I'm just saying from that, prior to that, I thought we could challenge for the title here. I was actually saying it. I was saying we could challenge for the title. We could actually push because I didn't see us getting licks like that anymore. But those licks really sort of sent me to bed badly. Yeah. So big up.
Mondo, I was like you last year, losing left, right, and centre. I had a few early nights. I didn't watch Match of the Day. I just dusted my hands off United. It was just like the Brighton one. You know what? Go away. It's like Brentford. Even I was like, go away. and now I see, you know what? I can relax. I was so relaxed after last Sunday. I was a little bit peeved, but I didn't let it get to me. I didn't literally because I've got over every hammering over the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Good point.
You tell me Barcelona lost 5-0 to Real Madrid. It's irrelevant now. Like it's there in history, like the Liverpool game will be. But I guarantee you, we could play Liverpool for the next 7 seasons at Anfield, and we will. But they'll never get another 7-0.
Yeah.
Fucking hope not.
No way.
Thanks for the therapy session, guys. I feel better.
Oh dear. Anything else, guys? Any transfer news? Any news on?
Look, what I have heard. Obviously, is Harry Kane was what I woke up to this morning. And what's your feeling on Harry Kane? I just think he's old. No, old isn't the word that I'm looking for. I'm always of the. I just don't want stars at our club. I want our club to make the stars. So Harry Kane coming, who's a ready-made Taylor. I know he would score goals, and I know for the 3 years he would be great. But then we have to think about selling him and all of that mess. I don't know. What's your feeling on Harry Kane?
3-4 years of Harry Kane. Yes. 4 Premier League titles. Maybe a double A in there. Look, you put the ball in the box. He'll put it in. That's what he's paid to do. All right, he's got a bit of a injury thing, but technically he's gifted as well. But I know it's on a sort of Van Persie level, but Van Persie was like, he was phenomenal. But it's like he got he had the wrong manager. They say Louis van Gaal didn't trust him. Neither did David Moyes, did it? And it was wrong. But I think with Harry Kane, man, England captain in your squad, knocking goals in left, right, and centre is a game changer for any team. I mean, who knows? He could go if he wants to. He could go to Bayern Munich next year.
Yeah,
like you say, he could win a Bundesliga, or maybe he'll be challenging for everything with Bayern Munich on three fronts, with Champions League and German Cup. So it's entirely in Harry's camp. But I have heard contact was made last week with third party approached Harry Kane's officials. So who knows what's going to happen? It would take a bit of around 85 to 90 million, but we know what Danny Levy's like.
And this is the point. He's not going to be doing, even if Harry Kane says, look, I want to leave, we're still not going to get him for a knockdown price. If a player's got a year on his contract, you normally get a fair bit off. But we're still going to be looking at 90 mil.
Tottenham don't make the Champions League, and he's seen everybody strengthening this, that, and the other. He sees the Qataris coming into Old Trafford. Let me put it this way: the Ineos bid would not be able to fund, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe would not be able to fund a Harry Kane transfer. Believe me, the Qataris would. The Qataris would give everything within reason. Would look at every player for every position, a new player for next season, new striker, new goalkeeper, new midfielder, new wingers. Who knows? Who knows who we could get? We could probably end up getting Osimhen, and that would cost that over 100 million, 150 million maybe.
Kane money.
Who knows?
You know what? I'm going to be biased. I've never liked Harry Kane. We've had debates about him on here. He's good.
Yeah.
Look, what he does, shuffles it, gets a yard, he can shoot, and he's good at that. He's not even as big as he is. He doesn't hold up the ball as best as I expect him to. He shoots like Shearer, stick his ass out and all that kind of thing. But he's talented. He comes deeper, he can ping a ball, he can spray a pass and all that kind of thing. But he's not, to me, he doesn't excite me. I never felt he was a world-class player. I felt he was a golden boy, fed like England's golden boy. No one else would get an opportunity while he's there. That sort of thing.
You still bitter about the penalty against France?
No, I don't. But that shows you that's another question mark for him. You know, why has he never left Tottenham? Why has he never left? I mean, he's never won anything. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, it would be a downgrade to go get Harry Kane. Too much money. He's injury prone. I think his ankles are weak. He's every year he goes missing for a couple of months.
You do make a valid point, because he had the chance to go to Manchester City before they got Ireland, and he never went.
There's something there. I just think he's not dynamic. I think he's not. We don't need a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy. I do everything. I think he cheats because he ain't got the pace to stand the last man anymore and rush in behind and get away from players. He's now, but when he tries to run away from defenders, the slow defenders, they catch him. You know, so he's embarrassed. So now, I can come deep.
This is the Armando run. This is Armando run.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Harry Kane. I'll be disappointed if we got him. But I'm not disputing if he came, he would definitely score goals for us.
Would he be a game changer? Could he win us the title?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that short-term business. You know, I want a long-term goal. I want our system to be winning games, not players coming in that made a transition and made a difference. I don't want that. I want our system to gradually, over the years, be invincible and topple teams based on the way we play. Based on
we could have Harry Kane and Weghorst up next season. Harry Kane, Weghorst, and Rashford. Hey, imagine that for the front three. Telling you. Interesting it would be, though. Interesting. That's all I could say on it.
So you're having it. You're having it, Mandy.
Yeah, I would have Harry Kane. Okay. To be fair, I would have Osimhen as well. Seriously, I would. No, Martial, bye-bye. Terminate your contract. Bon voyage, whatever. Go play wherever you want. Because I'm just sick to the back teeth of it. I'm sick to the back teeth of him. Look, I've got nothing against him personally, but he's so fragile. He's so fragile. You say, what through a door? He probably injured himself. That's what it is with Martial.
Oh God.
Comments are flying in. Do you want to say hi to Santa Notch? We know the prediction man with the beard came on the show a few weeks ago, and he's getting enough love in the comments. So I'm going to read it out because he's getting enough love. He says, my only thing with Harry Kane is longevity. How long is he going to stay at the current level? That's a good question.
Ask Ronaldo. He was doing it. He's still doing it, knocking him in. All right, it's an average league, but he was still knocking him in up till 37. So there's your example right there.
To talk about Vlahovic from Juventus, he's 22, coming on 23. Age, profile value, this is a better sign. It says Brush, but certainly wouldn't turn his nose up on Kane. Brush is saying here, Shearer is tired at 30 after Euro 2000. If Kane was to do the same next summer, he could prolong his club career.
Brilliant comment, that. Brilliant.
He ain't retiring from it. Oh, no, he's not doing that.
And finally, Andy Long saying 3-4 years out of Kane. Imagine what Charlie could learn could learn training with Kane every day. Who's Charlie?
Savage must be talking about. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about Savage. Sorry, yeah.
Charlie says. I remember that. Charlie says, "Don't pick Harry Kane."
Yeah.
It is
they made a rage
voice.
out of that, didn't they? I forget. Yeah, it was a proper.
It was a talking cat. Yeah. I was, and you wasn't drunk when you seen it. And you wasn't high. I was 8 years old. You know what I mean when I first seen that.
Was it Hacienda?
Yeah.
Back in the Raven days. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a wrap. Kane is a no for me, but I understand you guys love him still.
Well, on one day. Listen, let's shut down this show. Andy. I'll leave you to do the honors, kind sir.
Put me on main screen, as you say in Star Wars.
You are.
Right, guys. Thank you for everybody in the chat today. It's been a really interesting conversation, controversial, but we all respect each other and we all love Manchester United. Tune in to tomorrow night with the Manchester United agenda. There'll be more chats. There'll be a preview for Thursday's game against Real Betis. And there'll be a watch along on Thursday as well with the guys. I'm sure there will. I will be back Monday or Tuesday next week. And hopefully we're navigating. We're in the Europa League last day and we're in an FA Cup semi-final. And then we Netflix and chill for a fortnight. Then Man United will be back. So take care, guys. Have a good night.
Everyone. Don't forget to buy your mask.
I love doing it.
And have a good Casemiro.
Guys,
Peace
take
out.
it easy. We're out. Bye.
Bye-bye.